starting with the lower third of the playfield. We already have our flippers installed. They work great for now, so we have to rebuild our drivers. We have 3D printed PET-G spacers, and of course they're spaced for an M6 bolt, M8, whichever one it was that we went with. I think it was 6. I think that's the standard for it. And then of course we have our pinball that we've been measuring out with. So what we did is I measured out using this as our actual guide bar, and so the pinball will come down the guide lane like this and actually drain out that, and that'll be the drain for the sides. So what we have now is holes in the playfield ready to go. I have a 1/8 drill bit that I'm going to use to manually do every one of these. And then we have enough spacers to go ahead and put not one, but actually 2 rails in, depending on how high they actually end up being. It depends on if it's intended to be a single rail, where the pinball is directly against it, direct contact tangent to the pinball itself, or if it's intended to kind of be in between the two of them. I prefer in between the two of them, especially if we're going to use the steel that I have right underneath here to cut out for this shape. But if it's for just the PET-G alone, it should be okay just on this little edge for now, as it kind of batters it and smashes it up, because that's what it's there for. And I have another template anyway, so we can kind of smash these up too. It's not hard to reprint them. So we're going to go through and do those, and then after that's done, we're going to have to get some information about our slingshot. I did test, this is perfect for the slingshot assemblies that I do have, and then those slingshot assembly brackets will be able to kind of reverse engineer a little bit, and probably go ahead and print one out for up here in the playfield where we want to kick it into our little bumper field. More on that later. Alright, well, after a little bit of work, I was able to come through and get the right size. So we actually ended up using the 9/64, which was perfect for these. I gotta be a little careful here on this last one. I'm gonna have to cut a bolt to a perfect size because it's right above the flipper, right above that bracket right there. But it does look like the actual height for these, based off of the pinball and how it comes down here, it's right there on the edge. So we just need the one set of spacers and the one set to go through. I might put just another spacer, some washers up here, and then put a longer one right on the top there. I mean, again, we're gonna put some artwork and design here, hopefully at some point, you know, and do something cool. So, I mean, who knows? I was also thinking about it would be a cool idea to cover the guide lane, because a lot of the time we like to watch the ball come down the guide here and time our thing, and depending on how fast the ball is coming, if it comes in here and exits the tunnel and you're not very good at estimating speed, it might prove a little bit of a challenge. So we're gonna see what I actually do in the end here with the little slingshot zone here on either side of it. But for now, let's go ahead and install the rest of the rails and get our lower third set up. overview of what we're looking at actually doing here. One of the things I was kind of looking at when I want to design the pinball machine is something simple, because I don't have a lot of time to actually do this. So if we close my little toolkit here, you can see here what we have planned is very similar to an old 1970s Star Trek pinball machine. I think it was the 70s at least, where we have really the main feature is this entrance lane, this entrance area with the bumper here. Now it's a little bit different than how they have it here, because we actually have two entrances here at the top, and then we have a second one that's going to come through here. I'm not quite sure how it's going to tie in as far as gameplay, but then here in this general region here will be our tri-bumper area, and then a slingshot that will help if we don't make it all the way up here, we still get that nice feel out of it, because it's like, oh, I didn't make it up, and that's always kind of a letdown when you're playing pinball. But now if we have the slingshot here, that'll just kick that right into the bumpers and we get some more action. We're also going to go ahead and put target switches on the outside here. I got to order a few more of those just to figure out how many I can fit in, because I really like to just load it up with target switches in there if I can. That would literally include, this is already the three that I have here, 2 more, and then I think I could fit 2, 3, or even 4 more in there just because they are so small. So that's what we're looking at for the top of the playfield, and that's really what I want to focus on as we get through the first part here. All right, welcome back. This is, we're just going to call this week 3 and move on. We have all 4 flippers hooked up. We have the Kicker Nano hooked up, but we haven't tested that yet. We'll be testing that this week and making sure those work, and then we get to move into playfield design. So, without further ado, here are the flippers. That goes flip. That goes flip. That flips and holds. That flips and holds. And ball. And now we blew out that MOSFET immediately. It's dead. This one works fine. Boom. Okay, so here is our first fun demo of the week. Here is the new card. We have used it to replace the kick on the right flipper, because this little device right here, our X by Gmos, was being a little bastard, and it decided that it wanted to work intermittently. So you're going to see right away the noticeable difference from the previous video onto this one now as we move the right flipper. I would like you to appreciate the responsiveness of this flipper now. That is my MOSFET.